I'm Gorilla Monsoon.
And I'm Hercules.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Prime Time Wrestling once again, where we feature these superstars of the World Wrestling Federation, and you are indeed Herc.
Yes, I am.
Well, serves you right for
Doesn't
opening your
serve
big
me
mouth.
right
Yes,
at all.
It does. Yes, it does.
Not when I'm dealing with a convict. Not when I'm dealing with that kind of low life of humanity that walks this earth.
Hey, this guy paid his debt to society. He's a free man now. He can do whatever he more or less wants.
Oh,
to
that's
do.
right. He can do whatever he wants to do. He can decapitate a person. He can do whatever. The man's a savage animal. He doesn't belong walking the streets of this earth.
If I'm not mistaken, we viewed that particular footage of that debate last week, and it was you who instigated. It was you who made the first move. It was you who attacked Patera.
That's correct.
Well, what'd you expect?
And I just went off the deep
him to
end.
crumble and fall to his knees?
No, but the man is able to. I mean, the man's twice the size of me. The man's at a.
You attacked him with a weapon, foreign object. You lost your cool, didn't you? Admit it.
Yes, I did.
You
at the height.
suffered the consequences.
Oh, but I don't think what I did deserved what happened to me.
Oh, I do. And,
Sure, you would. I'm sitting at home in Beverly Hills. I'm trying to relax. I'm waiting for my neurosurgeon to call. The one bright spot in my life, I wanted to see the Fuji and Morocco comedy piece. You refused to let that be shown. You made fun of me with the crew here and everything.
Glad you reminded me. Here's your $3, that heavy money you laid around in the control room at last of the big spenders.
$3,000 I handed those guys there.
Right now,
just
we're
because
going
they
to go to
play
our
the
opening
ponies
match.
isn't my
Bret
fault.
the Hitman Hart against Davey Boy Smith. Let's go to ringside.
No, stop. Right now, we're not turning around. We're not turning around.
What are you talking about?
I've got a bad neck. I can't continually keep turning around here. I know what's going to happen on this program. I know what matches are lined up. I'm looking straight ahead, and so are you. I'm tired of being told what to do on this program. I'm tired of people using me and making fun of me, trying to tear my head off.
We'll make a concession for your injury and your mental condition
Just
as well.
$3. I don't need it. Show whatever you want to show.
Let's go to ringside, please.
This next bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And from Nevada, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. They represent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 236 pounds, the co-holder to the World Tag Team Championship title, Bret Hitman Hart. The opponent, soon to be making his way to the ring area, along with Matilda and the Dynamite Kid from England, weighing 234 pounds, Davey Boy Smith.
Matilda! You know, can I tell you something? You know, I had the unpleasure of carrying Matilda out of the Silver Dome in Pontiac. Really? Yeah, the dog has fleas. The dog... Whoa, she's going after Jimmy Hart! She's got more than that! She's got good taste! No, McMahon, I'm not kidding you. The dog has fleas. I had to go get, what do they call that, defleed? You were defleed? Yeah, after holding that mutt. There she is. I don't think she has fleas. I know. I held that smelly mutt in my hands. Smelly mutt? Give me a break. Matilda couldn't smell. What a sweet dog.
I heard Matilda went and got a shot after Jesse put her down.
Hey, Bruno, just keep quiet till the replays. All right, come on. In the ring, Davey Boy. Over the Hitman. Hitman over Davey Boy. Shoulder block it down. Oh, my goodness. Knocked him all the way to the floor. Woo. What a match this is going to be. You got two tremendous athletes in that ring. Indeed. I just wish it were a tag team title matchup. We could see the championship change hands back to the Bulldogs where it rightfully belongs. Let's not be biased, McMahon. You're paid to be an unbiased announcer. Well, right now, you keep this up, you'll be looking for a job. Right now, it's certainly an unbiased statement to state that Davey Boy is thus far handling himself extremely well. That he is. He's off to a quick start.
But Vince, if I may ask, you know what I'm surprised at? I am surprised that we have not heard from Patera about whether he'll accept the challenge made by Bobby Heenan. I mean, knowing the hate he has for Heenan and his family, I am so surprised that we have not heard from Patera yet.
We will get some word on that issue.
You know, I noticed something too here. That we've all, where is Danny Davis?
Well, he's not scheduled to be there.
Yeah, but he's always with the Hart Foundation. He's not around.
No, good point.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Bret Hart taking over now against Davey Boy.
What happened to your fast start?
Oh, yeah!
Kind of got derailed a little, didn't it?
I think it did. The Hitman now with Davey Boy. Davey Boy off the rope. My goodness. You ever seen him up there? Whew. I'm told we will be hearing from Ken Patera as to whether or not he's going to accept Heenan's challenge on behalf of Hercules for the matchup next week. What a matchup. Who's the stronger of the two?
I don't know. That's a great question. You know, the thing is, though, Patera has been out of it for a while. That's got to work against him. You know, the man has not been in the ring for a long period of time, and no matter how great he was, can he live up to what he was before? I don't know.
Off the ropes, look at that maneuver! Whoa! My goodness.
What a counter move by the Hitman, huh, Bruno?
That fantastic move, very
Unbelievable
impressive.
counter move. Davey Boy had him hooked, and the Hitman turned it around. I'll tell you, this guy is something else when it comes to wrestling moves. He's not the champ for nothing, you know.
And a whipped it, no, putting on brakes, moving right into Hitman. Shoulder block by Davey Boy. Another one. Boom! Ah, look at him.
He's almost
shoulder block.
He's almost driving him through the turnbuckles.
The Hitman to the boom! Ah. And Davey Boy, yes!
And he picked him up by the hair.
And the fans love it. Who would want to get their hands in that greasy kid stuff? That hair.
Bruno's hair?
No. Clothesline. And right now, things have turned around again. Great deal of resiliency. Oh, look at that. Look at this.
Look at what?
Outside. What's going on out? We got action outside, inside.
Well,
all over the place.
You'd figure Dynamite would start something.
Dynamite didn't start.
These guys have been bitter ever since they lost the titles.
Off the rope. Ooh, look at that maneuver by Davey Boy. Hitman scooped up. He's going to go for the ride. The Hitman down. The cover. Two. Yes, it's three. Wait a minute. Jimmy Hart's trapped.
Wait.
Wait up, Danny
Davis to the rescue. I love it. Davis saw Davey Boy going after his manager, Jimmy Hart, and came out of nowhere to the rescue.
Outside. Action inside as well. Look at this. In the ring.
Hey, I can't blame Danny Davis for 1 minute on this thing. Davey Boy Smith was going after Jimmy Hart, no reason.
The winner of this bout, Davey Boy Smith.
Davey Boy Smith victorious, but he will remember this match for a long, long time. Look at the Jimmy Hart.
Hey, Jimmy should thank Danny Davis. Davey Boy was going to abuse him.
Back in the ring area, Davey Boy is hurting. Let's go back to a replay if we have it.
What an exciting match this was. This was truly a great match. Look at this. Look at this power slam by Davey Boy Smith on Bret Hart. My goodness, he really threw him with all this weight. And here he is, a convincing win. There's a 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the ring. Great victory for Davey Boy Smith.
It was indeed. And then from there, look at this. Danny Davis.
Isn't that horrible? Look at this, Danny Davis. Yeah, but look at what happened at the end. They came in, they attacked the Pearl Harbor job, but at the end, when Dynamite came, they came running like cowards that they are, right out of that ring.
Well, nonetheless, it'll go out down in the record book as a victory for Davey Boy.
Good back jumper, Danny Davis. Always when somebody's back's turned. What are you drinking now?
This is tea with honey and lemon.
Oh, no brandy?
No, I don't drink.
You need a lot of brandy. I got news for you. You better put some brandy in there. You need help. You need a lot of help. We've got some exciting matches this week. We're going to take a look at Steamboat and Herc. Interesting, huh?
Very
How's Hercules'
interesting.
neck? Is it all right?
Hercules is great. He's in great shape. He wasn't attacked by an ex-con like I was.
Well, he didn't provoke him like you did. You back a man into a corner, he's going to attack just like a tiger.
Well, that's what he did to me. First of all, I should have never been out there for that interview. I was baited into that
You demanded
debate.
it.
I didn't demand it. They asked me if I'd be up for a debate.
Jack Tunney, you demanded the debate.
Jack who?
Jack
Tunney?
Tunney, yes,
You
president of the World Wrestling Federation.
The man has to hire a guy to call his dog. His dog don't even believe him.
Please.
What a liar he is.
We're also going to take a look at the Honky Tonk Man against George the Animal Steel. Tremendous matchup.
There's a lot of people here should be behind bars.
Why do you keep referring back to Ken Patera? You have a psychological problem with the name
Yes,
Patera.
yes, I do. I've never been this injured in my
The
whole
nightmare
career.
is not over yet either.
No, it isn't.
We're back, folks, and about to go to the Philadelphia Spectrum and a very interesting match. It took place long before WrestleMania even went down. I told you need brandy in there.
I don't want any brandy in there.
What you having trouble with
Yes,
your
I'm
throat?
having a lot of trouble. It hurts me to turn.
Would you like me to sit over there or somewhere?
I'd rather you sit out back in the car.
Out back in the car.
In a garage with the motor running. That's what I'd
We're going to
like.
go right now back to the Philadelphia
Could I get a chair with a
Spectrum
high back, something
this
decent?
matchup with
something
Paul
like
Roma
Mr.
against Steve
Swagler uses to
Lombardi.
keep his feet up.
Introducing from Kensington, New York, he weighs 235 pounds, Paul Roma. And his opponent is from Brooklyn, New York. He weighs 246 pounds, Steve Lombardi.
Well, you got it there, Ken, and we've seen a lot of Paul Roma lately, of course Lombardi too, but this guy Roma is something else. Built like a fire plug, I guess you might say. Beautiful condition. Both guys, I think Lombardi more of a street fighter, but Roma, he can mix it up with anybody.
Well, Paul Roma, Dick, has gained a lot of confidence. He's had a very successful Australian tour. Looks like he's put on about 10 pounds, and it's certainly all muscle.
All in the right place, too.
And Steve Lombardi is crafty and as wily a veteran as they come, and he's been known to toss a rule book out the window, so it should be a classic matchup.
Well, I think Roma has the attention of Lombardi, shoving against the corner of the ropes, and he's got his attention, I think. Lombardi has a short fuse. I think Roma's a little more cool, Ken.
No question about it. Paul Roma there very alertly. Lombardi going to the collared elbow hookup. Roma throwing him off and showing him that he's got quite a bit of upper body strength. Lombardi avoiding the collared elbow and going right for the headlock.
Well, there was a side headlock, but oh, nice maneuver by Roma. Nice body slam. Woohoo!
Paul Roma is getting more and more confidence every time he steps into the ring, and he is certainly proving that he is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the World Wrestling Federation. You can see Steve Lombardi not very happy right now with the turn of events.
Well, these things go back and forth. That's what the fans, I know, understand, that one guy could be dominating force initially. All of a sudden, it turns around, so you never can take your eyes off that screen, or the wrestlers don't take their eyes off their opponents.
Paul Roma, good leg trip. Professional wrestling, Dick, a lot of people don't realize it's like a chess game in a lot of ways. A good championship-type wrestler is always thinking 4 and 5 moves ahead. And you see right now, Paul Roma with the advantage over Steve Lombardi, all stemming from that quick leg trip. Excellent reflexes by young Roma.
All right, a little push and shove there, battle of strength, and they've got to break it up. Referee Jeff Goldberg says, all right, off the rope. We'll see how clean the break is going. Whoa! So much for that. Couple of shoulder blocks and right into the midsection. Roma's gasping for air. Oh, nice reversal.
Roma again, up and over 2 times. Ducks under the clothesline and flying cross body block by Roma. Count of 2. Almost had Lombardi. Arm drag takedown, and Paul Roma showing the experience he's been gaining in the past few months here in the World Wrestling Federation. Still in control of this one now, putting added pressure on the wrist of Steve Lombardi.
Well, Roma had Lombardi's weight going for him. Did you see the way he whipped him down to the canvas? I mean, literally just whipped him down.
Classic example, Paul Roma, Dick using Lombardi's weight to his own disadvantage.
Right.
And if you will, adding a little insult to injury, and goes right back to the armbar.
Right back to that after a leg drop. And Lombardi's, he knows he's in trouble right now, but he's thinking ahead. You see the wheels turning. He's thinking, now what do I do to get out of this? And what do I do after I get out of it if I can?
Well, right now he's doing what he has to do. He's working his way to his feet and using the ropes as sanctuary. But Paul Roma has other ideas. He just yanks him right back to the middle of the ring. Smart move by Paul Roma.
Oh, yeah. It shows his strength, too. What great body strength. Pumps a lot of iron.
Roma's a little deceiving. He's not as tall as some of the wrestlers here in the World Wrestling Federation, but he weighed in today, Dick, at 235 pounds. So he's adding that ever-important poundage, and it only takes one look to see he's adding it in the form of all muscle.
It is that. It's a beautiful bod, and what he doesn't have in the way of weight, he doesn't need. It's all right there.
It was an excellent move. Paul Roma teamed up with SD Special Delivery Jones, who we will see later on this evening as well over in Australia. Very successful, and SD taught him a lot of his wrestling expertise, and it's certainly showing not only here tonight at the Spectrum, but throughout the World Wrestling Federation.
Well,
a lot of people are taking notice of Paul Roma.
Well, ST's a great favorite here at the Spectrum with the audience, and I'll tell you, wherever he goes, of course, but he can show Roma and anybody else a lot of tricks because he knows them all. He's had his head banged around, and he's banged some other heads around, too.
Good crowd on hand here at the Spectrum, as there is wherever the World Wrestling Federation is in town.
You bet. There's always a very enthusiastic crowd here. Almost sell out all the time.
Of course, Dick, even tonight, making my way to ringside, everyone talking about Sunday afternoon, March 29th, WrestleMania 3, Pontiac Silverdome. It's going to be the largest indoor event of any kind ever. And of course, fans here in the Philadelphia area can see it right here at the Spectrum on closed circuit, big screen television.
And we'll be here again this year. Wow!
Steve Lombardi coming off the ropes and going to work on Paul Roma. Backbreaker. Hooks the leg, goes for the cover, but I didn't think he quite had Paul Roma ready for a 3 count. But Lombardi, I think, may have sensed Roma just let up just an instant. Lombardi, we talked about, a very crafty veteran.
Well, Roma has a lot of leg strength when he kicked out of that hold. A lot of leg strength. But he's hurting right now, favoring his head. He got that bounced off the
I think there, perhaps a mistake on Steve Lombardi's part. Instead of continuing to dole out more punishment to Paul Roma, he was hoping for a quick pin. He didn't get it, and he gave Roma a chance to regain his breath, and now a very unscientific boot to the breadbasket.
Well, he did that. Now, a lot of times, this guy takes his time after he has the man down, and I think he just, I don't mean loafs, but he just snap air takedown. But I think a lot of times he doesn't stay on his man. He's lost a few matches on that basis.
Steve Lombardi is one that when he gets things in the ring going his way, Dick, he likes to play to the crowd.
Yeah.
He's not always very warmly received in a lot of arenas, and I think he's looking for that was elusive respect from the crowds here in the World Wrestling Federation. And as you said, his ego many times has gotten in the way, and I think in a number of instances has cost him the match. But right now, reverse chinlock, but Paul Roma is getting his weight underneath him, working his way to his feet in a test of strength. Paul Roma is winning it. Lombardi resorting to the hair. Referee out of position, and like it or not, Steve Lombardi got away with it this time.
Well, the referee's checking the crowd out about it, and they'll, you know, you can't check them. You got to check what you see or don't see. So he's got to stay a little. He's got to move around a little bit more. That referee.
Referee right there now, trying to stay in front to make sure Lombardi doesn't slip that reverse chinlock into a chokehold, which is very easy to do. And you see Lombardi trying to keep the referee behind his back, keeping away from the front area.
Roma's all right. Roma got to his feet, or his half to his feet, but he's thinking. He's trying to lay out the other chest moves, as you put it, and aptly so. Roma's got a lot of leverage because he's not as tall as Lombardi, taking nothing away from him, but he gets a lot of leverage there.
Good balance, low center of gravity, and if he seems to be, works that to his advantage, and that's one way to break an elbow to the breadbasket.
Oh.
Duck under.
Caught the elbow, man.
Oh, did Lombardi catch him square? Paul Roma was hoping to duck back under, wasn't expecting a dig, and he caught him right square on the chin.
Well, Lombardi looks to be in control right now. Does an open chop on the throat of Paul Roma, and Paul is in bad shape right now.
See, there again, as we talked about, Lombardi always seems to delay 2 or 3 seconds before going back after his opponent, whether he's letting his ego get into the way or whether he's still not quite sure of himself. Now, of course, using the top rope across the eyes.
Oh, man, that's brutal. But that's his type. That's his style. He's an alley fighter. Roma can't even see. Lashed out, but couldn't even see him. Oh, Roma maybe
Leapfrog and a return. What goes around comes around. Paul Roma with a clothesline of his own to Steve Lombardi. I think Roma may have, his temper may be up just a bit.
Oh! He caught all that weight coming toward him, gave him a clothesline. Lombardi, he felt that head to toe.
Paul Roma back in control. We'll see if he can put it away and put one in the victory column.
What? There we go! Oh, man.
Roma didn't quite have the leverage. Lombardi was able to hook that arm around the top rope and come down with a front atomic drop. Smart move by Steve Lombardi.
Very smart indeed. Yeah, he didn't go with the flow, that's all.
Going for a suplex. Snapped Paul Roma right over. It's been a very even match so far, Dick.
So far, you can't go either way on these guys. Roma's showing a lot of upper body strength, literally by shoving Lombardi away from him.
Paul Roma's tough as a competitor as you'll find here in the World Wrestling Federation, and he's in for a tough night's work right now, courtesy of one Steve Lombardi.
Well, a reversal. Oh, man.
Well, Lombardi there hoping to avoid the top turnbuckle. Misjudged, and that shoulder went right into the steel ring post, and there's absolutely no give in that ring post whatsoever. That's a very easy way to dislocate a shoulder.
All right, Roma on top of him.
Smart move going right for the shoulder once again, Dick. He knows he's got it hurt.
Oh, standing drop kick. Very nicely done. Lombardi says, wait, timeout. And Roma says, well, let me think about it. But he gets right back on top of him. Fans are loving it. Payback time. Oh!
Beautiful clothesline by Roma. Had all his weight going forward. Goes for cover, hooks the leg. Close, but no cigar.
So the fans are booing. They thought it was a slow count. I will try it all over again, says Roma. Let's give it a try. Oh, nicely done.
Power slam.
One. Kicked him away.
Got it 2.5.
Roma going up there with the 747s. Oh, nice. Beautifully. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Great sunset victory roll. He can put one in the win column for Paul Roma out of Kensington, New York. And you can see the reaction of this crowd. It's totally in Paul Roma's corner.
He came flying halfway off the ring, off the top rope, and down he went. I'll tell you, that's all she wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match is Paul Roma.
Paul Roma with a very impressive victory in the Philadelphia Spectrum over Steve Lombardi. I predict some great things in the future here in the World Wrestling Federation for Paul Roma. You personally couldn't care one way or the other, could you?
No, I don't care one way or the other.
You'd worry about if his name was Patera, though. What?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, you
Can I use your pen for a second?
What, you're not going to write a check or something, are you?
No, I'm not. Correct something.
Highly unlikely that the brain would be writing too many checks. Oh, I'll get the...
Oh! Oh!
What is it with you? What is the matter with you? Trying to do you a favor? Drop my pen on the floor?
Oh.
What do you want? You want me to be wearing a neck brace, too? You're a sick person, Brain. Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right.
Oh, you're not all right. He's obviously not all right. A little collision of the craniums here, accidentally, of course. Now you're upset, right? I'm going to have problems with you.
Somebody get me a co-host. That's not clumsy and out to kill me.
We'll be back in a moment. You don't happen to have an extra one of those laying around somewhere, do you? I might need one before we're done here.
Sure, you'd love to sue somebody. You're just that type. Chase ambulances, lay down next to an accident.
I imagine that you've got some possible litigation going. You contacted your lawyers, I understand.
That's correct, but I'm not the kind of a guy that sues and takes things like that. I'm going to make Patera suffer at my feet.
Well, maybe you are. I understand that you're issuing a lot of challenges right now.
I should just turn Patera over to you. That'd kill him.
Why not? Let's go to Greg DeGeorge in our special update.
There's an accident waiting to happen.
From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, here's Update with Greg DeGeorge.
And hi, everyone. Well, you just knew that the tempers would flare, that the debate wouldn't and just couldn't remain verbal. Former Olympian Ken Patera back in the World Wrestling Federation, and back obviously with fierce anger toward his former manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Patera says Heenan misguided him right to a 2-year jail sentence, so putting the two in the ring together was more like just waiting for a volcano to erupt.
You want a belt? You want a belt? I'll give you a belt.
I'll tell you, no matter what you think about Heenan, it's tough not to grimace after looking at that. We caught up with the Brain to get his thoughts on the matter.
Okay, Ken Patera, are you happy? Are you really happy? I hope you're happy. But I went to the doctor. The doctor told me it's a sprained neck. Well, it feels like it's broke to me. Every time I move my head, it feels like it's broke. But you're going to pay, Patera. Oh, you're going to pay. You're going to pay. Because I want something to happen to you. And next week, I want to challenge you right here. Oh, right here. A match against Hercules, the strongest man in professional wrestling. You hear that, Patera? The strongest man. Next week.
All right, contract talks are still going on. We will, however, find out within this hour whether Patera will accept the challenge and meet Hercules next week here in the Superstars of Wrestling. With Update, I'm Craig DeGeorge.
Ken Patera, obviously, in my book, is not afraid of anyone, including Hercules Hernandez.
Well,
what did the doctor exactly say? What's sprained neck? That doesn't tell me anything.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Okay, I'll keep quiet.
My physician, a neurosurgeon, is in Europe. I'm waiting for him to return. You know, it's not easy to get a hold of people in Europe. The people I've gone to, these ambulance-chasing quacks that the World Wrestling Federation sent in to view me.
What is the injury?
A sprained neck.
Let's get violent about it. Right now, let's go to the Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty. He takes on Sika.
See, when I...
Introducing first the manager, Mr. Fuji. He represents from the jungles of Samoa, weighing in at an even 300 pounds, Sika. The opponent from Dorchester, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, Duke of Dorchester, Pete Doherty.
To the Boston Garden, Gorilla Monsoon here along with Lord Alfred Hayes as the Duke of Dorchester takes a very tough road to hoe here in Newtown.
I take my hat off to the Duke. He certainly doesn't turn down a match at all. Look at him over the top, coming into that ring.
Fears no one. Fuji keeping an eye on him. Well, I can honestly say that both of these guys in the ring, both of them, neither one of them has both oars in the water.
Doherty, I like his style. He moves around. He's not afraid, as you say, of anybody. And what an awesome opponent Sika is also for anybody.
Going to work immediately. Ah, come on, referee, check out those fingernails. Sika obviously didn't have a late lunch as he's trying to make one out of Pete Doherty.
And he's trying to make short work of Doherty already. Look at that smile on Fuji's face.
The devious one, Mr. Fuji, with Sika in his stable as well as Demolition. Doherty ducks underneath, a drop kick, and the big guy goes flying. I just think he's stunned. That really didn't hurt him.
But he certainly took a tumble through the ropes. Fuji giving him a little inspiration now.
Well, Fuji is saying, what are you doing out here? The action's inside.
Doherty trying to prevent him from getting in, but he's not stopping him.
He just keeps coming straight ahead, plowing straight ahead. Seems to be impervious to pain. Stopped him with an eye rape. Headbutt.
My word.
One of his big weapons. Look out.
Oh,
excuse me.
Just look at that. Sika a little short on talent, but absolutely powerful and unrelenting in his attack.
Trying to tear open the mouth of Pete Doherty. no respect for royalty, Alfred.
Absolutely none, I'm afraid. Doherty, at this moment, not faring too well at all.
Better watch it here. Sika could get disqualified. Sometimes he doesn't listen, doesn't pay attention to the counts.
No, Fuji is telling him something there. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I don't think he has to tell him anything, quite honestly.
Pete Doherty now trying to respond using some of Sika's tactics. But he's already been hurt severely in this match. Yes. Whether he can hurt the big guy or not is something
he's responding kind for kind there.
Doherty now unloading with everything in his arsenal. However, I don't believe everything is going to be enough.
No, I don't think so. In fact, that didn't faze the big man one iota.
Oh, another big headbutt, dropped him to his knees. Snapmare.
Now what?
Look out. Big flying headbutt. No, Doherty out of the way.
And that was face first into the mat. And any normal person wouldn't get up from that.
Look at Doherty's hitting him with everything, but the kitchen sink, it doesn't seem to faze him. He even stomped on his foot and he didn't acknowledge it.
Didn't shoot.
Look out. Oh, there's the Samoan drop. Goodbye. You could count to 100.
In fact, another 1, 2, 3 there because he didn't lift his shoulder, but that wasn't his fault.
Well, gave a negative attitude to the Duke. Well, better the Duke than the Lord.
Yes, definitely.
The winner of this bout, Sika.
Sika, not content with the victory, added some insult to injury. Now looking for a little praise from his manager, the devious one, Mr. Fuji. Let's go back and take a look at the Samoan drop, if we would.
Doherty waging an ineffectual war here against Sika. Sika throws him into the ring, takes him on his shoulders, a powerful backdrop there, and just knocked the living daylights out of Doherty. His shoulder did involuntarily come up, but it went down again.
We'll be back in a moment with more action.
Okay, get it up.
Sika, indeed, devastating. That Samoan drop. Maybe he could straighten your neck out with one of those.
I wish they straightened you out.
What have I done? I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have done something. You've been smirking. You wouldn't let last week them show that good piece of footage I got of Fuji and Morocco. Well, they're going to show it this week.
We haven't seen a good piece of Fuji and Morocco since you started all that garbage. In fact, folks, if you want, if you want to go get a sandwich or something, go to the refrigerator. Now's the time to do it because coming up next.
No, it's not the time to do it.
Fuji Morocco piece is coming up next, so
it's
that's
coming
a
up
good time
next,
to do
right
it.
now. Now, this is probably one of the greatest
pieces of garbage.
Pieces of footage. It's hard enough to work when you're hurt. But talk about a handicap.
We'll be back with Morocco and Fuji, unfortunately, in a moment.
That's right, because I said so. You're going to be sorry, very sorry.
What am I going to be sorry about now? I'm sorry enough as it is. Got along very nicely here last week with Lord Alfred Hayes. You didn't have any problems?
That servant, he'll do whatever you say. He'll clean the upstairs, he'll run the vacuum.
Added a great deal
clean your
to the
shoes,
program.
do your car. He didn't add nothing.
Yes, he did.
People missed me last week. They felt sorry for me out there.
I didn't get any calls or letters or anything.
Did you see the mail out in the lobby?
What have we seen so far?
Fuji and Morocco now, the greatest comedy stand-up team. Jerry Lewis, take them, forget it. Take Rowan and Martin.
Here we go, as planned. Lord Alfred, get ready for this. Yucks for bucks, if you will. Live from the TNT studios. It's America's newest comedy team, soon to be seen in Las Vegas. Los Angeles at the Comedy Store, Zeke's Bar and Grill in Jersey City. Would you please welcome for the debut, here on TNT, of this comedy team, Mr. Fuji and the magnificent Morocco, right here.
Thank you. It's great to be here tonight. I just flew in from Coast. Boy, what a trip around here. How hot was it? I'll tell you, it was hotter than Joan Collins on her wedding night. It got so bad that some of the Hollywood stars were getting together to raise money for air conditioning. They're calling their concert Kool-Aid, which reminds me of the time I raised money to help a musical group and called it Band-Aid. Eat your heart out, Bob Hope. Actually, I just got back from playing Las Vegas.
You play Las Vegas?
I'll tell you, I walked through so many casinos and clubs, I almost developed club foot. I put more money in the slot machines than Liberace spends on suits. And the showgirls, wow, are they ever beautiful.
How beautiful are they?
They're so beautiful. They make Bo Derek look like Rambo, and they're built better than a Rolls Royce. I tell you, they're so well endowed they could get part-time jobs as life rafts on ocean liners. I kept thinking of that old TV show, Leave It to Cleavage. You won't find better-looking buns in a bakery. Of course, they were all over like pigeons on a statue.
Did you get out and enjoy the great Nevada air?
Sure I did. I played golf with an old midget wrestling pal of mine. Of course, we had to play miniature golf. Boy, was he short.
How short was he?
I'll tell you, he was so small, he needed a camel across the sand trap. He was waiting for mooses to part the water hazard, and when I yelled he thought I was making fun. What are you doing? Come on.
Now, what is the guy laughing about?
I'm rolling now. Seriously, folks. Listen, let me tell you about some of the brilliant wrestlers I've got to face in the ring now.
How brilliant are they?
Hey, wait. Take Hulk Hogan, for instance. He's built like Pillsbury Doughboy. And when he points his finger in the air, when he's in the ring, he's not telling everyone he's number one. He's just bragging about how high he can count. And Junkyard Dog, you like that one, huh? Junkyard Dog, he's looking at a lip-soaring alligator.
Oh.
And he thinks he can dance. I've seen better moves in a rest home for retired lawn ornaments. Then there's Paul Orndorff. He's so vain, he has mirrors in his refrigerator. He's got about as much to be vain about as Gene Okerlund has hair. Hey, Gene, old buddy, I see more growth in the cue ball. Gene's afraid to get in the bowling alley. Where you lost your hat here. That's okay. He's always trying to stick his fingers into his head and roll it down the lane. Oh, boy, David Letterman, here I come.
How about some tropical stuff?
Tropical?
I don't care. Mine don't feel too good lately.
You want some topical stuff? I'll go. Hey, cool down over here, will you?
Might want to try topical, but that's okay.
I'll give you topical. Spies have really been in the news lately. We send Russian secrets, they send us a fallout. It works out, Canada sends us bacon, we send them acid rain. And how about that Hands Across America celebration? Yeah. I tell you, I haven't seen so many strangers touching one another since Hugh Hefner's last birthday party at the Playboy Mansion. I'm telling you, this comedy stuff is easy. Now for the big finish.
How big is it?
Sure. How big is it? These guys, trust me, Fuji. Ferdinand Marcos, Ronald Reagan, and Mikhail Gorbachev are in the airplane. That's about to crash. But there's only one parachute. Reagan says he should get the chute because he's a senior member. Gorbachev claims he should get the chute because he's the leader of a big, strong nation. And Marcos says that in the spirit of democracy, they should take a vote. Marcos won by a landslide, 94-2. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
What is this?
The hook came about 3 minutes late, I think.
Well, this has sure been a bright spot for me the last 2 weeks. I enjoyed that.
You did, huh?
Yes, I did. You notice the delivery, how it flowed. They didn't step on each other's lines. They were just great. Just great. Did you get the one about the gorilla and the banana?
You're sick.
Yes,
You're
I am
really
sick.
sick person. Mentally, I'm talking about.
Well,
Did you think that was good? You thought that was funny.
It's great.
Obvious to me that neither one of them can read.
Read?
Yeah.
They did that off the top of their head. They didn't read nothing.
Off the top of their head.
Right.
You are a sick person. You really
You
are.
like the one about the gorilla and the
you need
bananas?
help. Yeah. Gorillas like bananas, peanuts, all kinds of things.
Gorillas like neck braces?
Yeah, well, as long as they're on somebody else. Still to come here this week on Prime Time Wrestling, we've got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, in fact, coming at you.
Oh, yeah, watch how he gets his...
Coming up in just a moment, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on Hercules Hernandez, supposedly the powerhouse of the family of Heenan.
That Fuji and Morocco.
Oh, you're still into that, huh?
Well, I was, but then I got to thinking about what a poor excuse for an intercontinental heavyweight champion that Dragon the Steamboat is.
Got the gold around his waist.
For now.
Didn't steal it like somebody else I know.
We didn't steal nothing.
Right now, let's go to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who takes on Hercules Hernandez.
Hercules in the ring, awaiting the presence of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who's back with Mean Gene.
All right, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, you've already seen action tonight in the Lumberjack match. Now, are you ready to defend your title for the very first time?
Very first time on Saturday night's main event. You can bet this dragon is breathing fire. Hercules, I'm ready to burn.
All right, but are you ready, Ricky Steamboat, for the antics of Bobby the Brain Heenan?
Mean Gene, I've come too far. This dragon's come too far, breathing fire for any man to stop me, including the cheating likes of Bobby the Weasel Heenan.
All right, that dragon is on fire. Now let's see if he can burn down Hercules.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line, and you can see Hercules, the #1 contender, really looking forward to this.
I'll say this, the Dragon has picked out one heck of a man to defend his title against.
No question of that. Chopping blows here right and left, and again, I would think the Dragon, as far as strategy is concerned, how would you see the Dragon fighting this match?
Well, I wouldn't go blow for blow with Hercules like he's doing right now, because you can see he's getting the worst end of it. He's got to stay away from him and use aerial tactics is what I think.
And certainly I would think, even as strong pound for pound as Steamboat is, he would not want to match the awesome power of Hercules.
Exactly, exactly. He's playing into her. Now he's starting to use
drop
the
kick.
technique.
Nice maneuver by Steamer. And another. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat trying to chop the big man down. Has him rocking, has him rolling through the rope to the outside.
There he started to fight a tough fight right there. First he tried to exchange with him, but now he's got the advantages in
right
his
up
corner.
there with him as well. The Dragon hammering away. Steamer knowing full well he's going to have to take the match to Hercules, up and down across the knee. Hercules will be feeling that one for some time to come.
Oh, definitely. That's a move that sends you to the chiropractor right there.
Referee continuing the count, and both men back in before being counted out. The Dragon firing off another chop, setting up Hercules. An elbow to the solar plexus, trying to hook him down. Ooh, how about that? Right into the ring post.
Come on. Dude, get up. Boom. Come on, Dragon. What's wrong with you? Come on. Come on. Dude, come on. Jump right there. Come on, baby. Come on. Get up. Fight through.
How about that? The Macho Man rooting for the Dragon.
I can't believe it, but I'm speechless on that one. I don't know why the Macho Man would be cheering for Steamboat. Obviously, you want Steamboat to hold that title. You don't want to face Hercules.
Wow, the Macho Man simply wants it for himself. That's the long and the short of it. He wants this man, Steamboat, to continue to hold the title so that he can take it.
Come on, Dragon. What's wrong with you, man? Save that title for me, man, and that'll be my lunch right there. Come on. Come on. Do better than that. Call yourself a champion. Save that title for me. Save that belt, man, and I'll take it. I'll pick it up. I'll take it all the way back.
No question there of his intentions, Jesse.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that one. Macho Man definitely cheering for Steamboat in this match, but Steamboat has got a tough row to hoe.
He does, and I'm not too sure he's cheering for Steamboat as such, really. I think he's cheering for himself. He wants to have the title shot with Steamboat. He wants to take it away from Steamboat, and he doesn't want anyone else to.
You know, he's so selfish, he's maybe even too selfish for me.
That's impossible.
And you might be right.
Down to the canvas. The Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. Hercules again asserting himself. Moving in now on Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat has him up. Nails him with a boot. Steamer coming right out. Hercules to the buckle.
And the big man staggered.
Staggered but not down. Steamboat spins him around now. Tries to set him up. What's he going to do? Neckbreaker down to the canvas.
He needs to go for the cover. Steamboat's hurting himself. He's not covering Hercules. I'll tell you, this Hercules, what a physical specimen.
Well, Hercules has taken so much out of the Steamboat as he would anyone. Thus far, and again, continuing to chop away. What was that? Steamboat reeling. Oh, there's a full Nelson.
Come on, Pete. Come on. Don't surrender. Don't give it up. Come on, that's my belt. That's my belt. Don't surrender, man. Don't surrender. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
How about that? The Macho Man couldn't stand to watch it because we're going to have a new champion right about now. Hercules with that powerful full Nelson on Ricky.
I don't think so. What is this?
What's he doing? He's completely lost his cool. hanging on to the ankle. Savage hangs on to the ankle.
He pulled Hercules into the ropes.
Listen to Heenan. Heenan and Hercules really upset. The Macho Man coming in and stopping what could very well have been the submission of Ricky Steamboat. The title match continues when we return.
I can't believe what's going down in part of that Saturday night main event. What did you think when you saw him come running out there and grab Hercules by the leg?
Well, I thought he grabbed the wrong man. I thought he was grabbing Steamboat. But then I realized what happened. Savage doesn't want anybody on the face of this earth to beat Steamboat but himself.
That's obvious. That's obvious.
Okay, and I was very upset with the man, but I can understand how he feels about a lowlife like
even though a move like that could cost Herc the match.
What can I do?
What can you do? You're the manager. You're supposed to know what to do. Let's go back to the match.
What do you got? Back now to a position where he is not going to interfere in this matchup, and there, Hercules Hernandez apparently will continue the match from the top rope. Hercules now up, the Dragon down on the canvas. Here he comes. Oh, what a maneuver!
That was a saving maneuver by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He bought enough time with the Macho Man coming down there that he could recover. If he wouldn't have lifted those knees up, it was all over.
All right, and a scoop now by Hercules. What a slam by Hercules. Off the rope, gets the elbow. No, just barely misses.
Well, I'll tell you, Steamboat's rolling out of the way in the nickel. Look at Bobby Heenan. He is in pain.
Yes, indeed he is.
Bobby's in pain. This match not exactly what Bobby expected it to be.
Hercules just a half a second off, or should we say the Steamer is just a half a second too fast for Hercules thus far. Chopping away into the rib area. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as the Macho Man looks on.
You can hear Macho Man yelling, "Save it for me, save it for me."
And a chop to the head by the Dragon. It looks like now he has momentum as Hercules is whipped to the bottom. And out and down to the canvas. Well, yes, the Dragon is breathing fire here in the Intercontinental title matchup. And another chop. What a maneuver.
Well, the Dragon has switched things around here. It's all in his favor now. He better thank the Macho Man is all I gotta say.
Chopping away, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Wait a minute. Hercules rams him into the spot. What's Bobby Heenan doing?
He threw the chain in the ring.
Heenan throwing the chain into the ring. Hercules wraps it around the throat.
The bell's ringing.
Hercules yanks Steamboat down to the canvas. The bell has rung. A blatant disqualification.
You can't get no more blatant than that. Now look what Hercules is doing. Here comes the punishment.
Look at him wearing back on the chain.
You know, McMahon, we all know it. The Dragon has that injured throat. He's got the throat problem. Obviously, Hercules going right after it. He's going to re-injure it.
Yes, and I think Hercules continuing to do more damage to the crushed larynx that Steamboat suffered at the hands of the Macho Man, who's out at ringside looking on, watching all this come down.
Hercules shoving referee Dave Hebner.
Hercules standing over the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. And we'll get the official announcement. You can bet that Hercules is not the victor here. Not at all. What'd he say? Steamboat's the winner, he just said.
Steamboat's the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout as a result of a disqualification and still Intercontinental Champion, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh, maybe a few words there between Hercules and the Macho Man and maybe Bobby Heenan, I don't know.
Well, the Macho Man accomplished what he wanted. The Dragon is still the champion, but look at.
What's he doing? I think he's going to come in and help him out.
Macho Man help out Steamboat? Again?
Macho Man is in the ring. You know, maybe there's an ounce of sympathy. Maybe there's an ounce of decency in this man, Savage. You think maybe that's a possibility? Referee warns him. He's not doing a thing to Steamboat right now.
In fact, he helped him. He turned him over.
Looking down on Steamboat. Maybe even, I don't know.
Hebner's ordering Macho Man out of the ring.
The Macho Man's going to go outside for help. He's going, wait, he's not going outside for help. He's going up to the top rope. Oh,
yes, I love it. I love it. I think he just assured himself the title now. Steamboat won't be able to defend within the 30-day limit.
I can't believe it.
Wow. Can you believe that? What a despicable individual. Not only Macho Man Randy Savage, but you. Is that what you do? Is that your modus operandi? When you can't beat someone, you throw the chain in? Is that it?
I have a new philosophy in life. That when the officiating gets so bad, which I have been a very, very bad victim of lately, WrestleMania and just this match, when the officials can't control things, I'm going to take things into my own hand.
Regardless of the cost.
Regardless of the cost. You want to fine me, I'll pay it. You want to suspend me, try it. I got a group of attorneys that just work constantly on retainers just for me. That chain's coming in the ring. There's going to be people carried out. If it starts with Steamboat and ends with Patera and Hogan and the rest of them, I don't care anymore. I'm tired of being ridiculed and made a fool of. I'm tired of having to wear this thing and being in the pain I'm in all the way down from my neck to my spine. I'm sick and tired of it.
Maybe we'll just have the chain brought back to the locker room before the match gets underway. Actually, Hercules must have been watching the footage of the debate because did exactly the same thing that Patera did to him. We'll be back in a moment. Obviously, a lot of strange things happening of late here in the World Wrestling Federation, not excluding the injury to the brain here, or the neck of the brain. There's been an awful lot of dissension amongst the members of the Dream Team. In fact, upcoming, our next match, the Barber, Brutus Beefcake, taking on his former manager. That's what happens to managers.
What?
Well, strange things happen to managers, as we're going to see in just a few moments here. Take a look at
single me out now, and
Why
Johnny
not?
V and everybody
Let's go
else.
to Vince McMahon.
Waiting for Johnny V to meet Brutus Beefcake. Johnny V earlier on had a few comments concerning his confidence for this one-on-one encounter.
Johnny V stated a long time ago that I determined that Brutus Beefcake was in fact the weak link, baby, and no doubt about it. Yes, I determined it a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you something, I'm so confident, Beefcake, I'm going to wrestle you here, right here, baby. And I'm so confident, I gave the Dream Team the night off.
I can't believe that. That's confidence, all right. Let's go up to ringside. What a matchup this is going to be.
The following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from New York City, weighing 260 pounds, luscious Johnny V.
There.
And soon to be entering the ring area, the opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing 263 pounds, a man who insists on adding to his otherwise colorful name, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
The what? The Barber. Tremendous
He's got a pair of scissors. The guy thinks he's a barber now.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake he wants to be known as. Boy, did he ever give Adrian a haircut at WrestleMania?
Well, I wouldn't call it exactly too stylish, you know. But then again, I wouldn't mind seeing you and Bruno sit in that barber's chair one time.
Brutus Beefcake to lock up with Johnny V, but look out from behind. Johnny V attacking. Johnny V hammering away on Brutus Beefcake. Johnny V, a former co-owner of the Tag Team Championship some years ago.
Well, Johnny said Beefcake was dumb, and it's obvious that he is because Johnny V jumped him before the bell, and he has the advantage.
Johnny V, reverse to the back line. Oh, look at that. Oh. Beefcake holds him up there. Slams Johnny V to the count. And winding up, and look out, baby. We asked Brutus Beefcake earlier on why he wants to be called the Barber. Here's what he had to say.
Why do they call me Brutus the Barber? Not because of Adrian, the little job I did on him, but because I'm gonna do a little bit of trimming up this way, a little bit of cutting on this way, than anybody who steps in there with Brutus the Barber.
Whoa, Brutus the Barber. Johnny V, an attempted kick. Landed, elbow to the back of the head, and another one.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, Johnny V is definitely no pushover. Bruno can attest to that.
Absolutely. Sure. Oh, wait a minute, there's the sleeper hold. I never saw Brutus use a sleeper hold before.
Is that a sleeper or a chokehold? Check where that forearm is under the chin. That looks like a chokehold to me.
Whatever it is, the referee's there to check, and Johnny V, I believe, is going 9-9. Just like we saw Adrian Adonis go to sleep in WrestleMania.
That referee needs to get in and take a closer look at that. Is that a sleeper? Is that a chokeout?
Johnny V is going 9-9. Brutus has just about, yes, Brutus wins
He's not hanging around to be declared the winner.
Brutus outside. Wait, what's he got there? He's putting on that barber smock. That's what he's doing. He's back in the... What's he got in there? Clippers. Look at him. Brutus strutting about. Hey. We're going to talk about strutting and cutting here. Brutus Beefcake.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the referee is going to allow this to happen, what I think's going to happen here?
Oh, my, Johnny V is being styled by the barber. Brutus,
this is outrageous. I can't believe this. Yeah, you laugh about it. I'd like to see you laying up there getting some kind of haircut like that.
Oh, my goodness. Brutus earlier on was strutting, and now he's doing his cutting, and Johnny V out of sleep. Imagine what's going to happen when Johnny V wakes up.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Brutus Beefcake is going to have the new dream team on him.
Well, now do you think Johnny V made a big mistake? His confidence level was sky high, and I'm sure now he is sorry that he gave the new dream team the night off, so to speak. Look at that. He looks like Adrian. Right him up. Ooh, that'll do it. Brutus Beefcake.
Here is your winner, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake victorious as we take you now to the replay.
And what a finale to this replay. My goodness. First we see the sleeper, which is the first time I've ever seen Beefcake used. We use it so effectively that Johnny V is out. Was out like a light. And then the shocker over here. As we'll see in a minute where Beefcake comes in, and there he is shaving Johnny V's head. Oh, brother, is he going to be shocked when he comes through?
Boy, I'll give credit where credit is due. Beefcake got a lot of talent. You know, it's hard to cut a guy.
He does have a lot of talent.
It's hard to cut a guy's hair when he's laying flat on his back like that.
And unconscious. That takes a big man that can choke a man into unconsciousness.
Only thing he was lacking was a chain, right?
Right. Then get a pair of clippers out and shave a man's head. You know, he didn't try any of that stuff when that man was awake or stand there face to face. No, nobody tries anything like that. The likes of Beefcake, Patera, Hulk Hogan, and the rest of them, who do they think they are doing the things they do to people? Superstars.
That's right. Look at you. You can hardly talk.
That's right. Yes. Why? Because I overreacted. Because I made a mistake. Because I was humble enough.
You admitted it. Congratulations.
Let me
shake your hand. You finally admitted something.
Because I was humble enough to get in there and do an interview with an ex-con.
With George the Animal Steel against the Honky Tonk Man in just a moment.
I did it.
Over where?
What?
Over there. Can you turn to the right a little bit?
Yeah, if you tell me, just keep switching cameras.
Coming up a very unusual...
You know, the crew you have here is living proof that you can read a book of matches and get an education in television.
No, they resent that remark.
Tell me to
You
turn
of
here,
all
turn
people.
there.
Special match coming up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The Honky Tonk Man.
Sure, stand-up guy.
George the Animal Steel.
I'm starting a new petition. Ban the shake, rattle, and roll, it's called.
I'm starting one, too.
Okay, what is it?
Ban the Gorilla.
Ban the Gorilla.
You talk. I don't want to talk anymore. It hurts.
Oh, you should keep quiet.
Jealous
I'll have Ken Patera come in here and host the program. How would that be? Let's
I'm
go
the
to
host.
George the Animal Steel against the Honky Tonk Man, and you can bet the Colonel will be there.
What do we got here? Honky Tonk doing his... Oh, and then George the Animal Steel doing his thing. Looked like sort of a wiggle off to me.
What? I tell you what, the Honky Tonk Man has heard that music calms the savage beast, but just shows you that Steel's not even a beast.
He left the guitar behind, Ron.
Hey, this man should be holding that. That's a classic guitar. What's wrong with you, Monsoon? Can't somebody stop this?
Probably not worth $19.95. Oh, there it goes into a million pieces. There's George the Animal Steel hot on a trail.
I can't believe
the Honky
this.
Tonk Man, and he and the Mouth running for their lives.
Hey, this man broke a guitar that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars. You think that's all right? The man should be in jail for destroying property.
I don't think this match ever got started. Let's go down and find out.
The winner of this bout, resulting from a disqualification, the Honky Tonk Man.
What? I don't believe it. I didn't hear the bell ring to start this match.
That is justice for a change. The man got exactly what he deserved. If he's going to be an animal, he's going to have to pay the price. And I tell you what, I'd like to try this animal on sometime.
Well, I'm sure that can be arranged as George the Animal Steel goes after his favorite thing, the turnbuckle. Well, he's got that guitar and he smashed it into a million pieces.
It just goes to prove that the man is savage beast. He shouldn't be into the ring. He should have a keeper. He should be in a straitjacket. And I tell you what, we'll just see if we can find us some handcuffs and put the man in it.
A moral victory for George the Animal Steel. Look at this. If he'd have nailed Honky with that shot, it would have been history for him.
I'm sure you're glad about that, Monsoon, but I tell you what, I guarantee the Honky Tonk and Jimmy Hart ain't done.
Incidentally, I don't appreciate you sending out that motor mouth outlaw Ron Bass, that fountain of misinformation, because you couldn't make it because of your injury.
Being the host, Carson gets to pick who he wants. I select who I want to take my place if I can't make it.
You're not the host.
I am the host.
Oh, my goodness. What am I going to do with you, Brain?
What's happening here in the World Wrestling Federation? You got guys that are coming out of stir like Patera that are crippling people. You got guys like George Animal Steel that are smashing people's property. You got guys like Beefcake that are taking it upon themselves to cut people's hair. You got bad officiating like what went down with WrestleMania Gate. That's what I'm calling.
You're still crying about that, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Now, there's a lot of things that are happening, but nobody seems to take any authority. What's the matter, Tony? Is the job a little too much for you? Maybe you should just hang around your World Wrestling Federation president's office and empty the waste paper can or wash the windows. Maybe I should run for president of the World Wrestling Federation.
You and the body have been complaining like crazy of late with the officiating. What's wrong with you guys?
There's nobody to control things here.
Whenever something doesn't go your way, right away you're complaining.
This almost ended my career, not only my life.
Referee had nothing to do with that.
No, but I'm saying, Patera should have never been allowed to come back to the World Wrestling Federation. He still should be eating off tin plates. He still should be making your license plates. He still should be having cigarettes, bribing the screws, not putting his hands on me.
We'll be back.
You know, so many things happening here in the World Wrestling Federation. WrestleMania 3, March the 29th, 1987, a day that's going to go down in history. The largest crowd ever to eyewitness an indoor sporting or entertainment event. 93,173, the official figure attending WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It's a day that I'm certain my guest at this time will not forget. I'm talking about the former Intercontinental Champion of the world, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Nothing means nothing.
Nothing
means nothing, man.
Nothing means nothing. What do you mean by that?
More. I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. Macho Madness, yeah, has got more to offer than President Jack Tunney thinks that I got. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Cards stacked against the Macho Man Randy Savage in WrestleMania 3. Yeah, let me say it, yeah. Let me say it out loud. And let me point to the president of the World Wrestling Federation. The Macho Man Randy Savage is not happy with your decision, yeah. I am the cream in the World Wrestling Federation.
Wait a minute,
and there is no doubt about it, yeah. You, Mean Gene Okerlund, you know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Wait a minute, though, Randy. I've got to ask you very seriously. Do you blame Mr. Jack Tunney, the distinguished president of the World Wrestling Federation, for Ricky Steamboat being the Intercontinental Champion today?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Outside interference, yeah. In my moment of glory. Yeah, no, I'm living in a nightmare, and I am the cream. And now, not only the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship belt must fall, but the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Because Hulk Hogan, yeah, I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better than the Macho Man Randy Savage. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are, yeah. And I'm talking to everyone in the World Wrestling Federation. And I'm even talking the President Jack Tunney, yeah. I'm on my way. And nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
You know, just out of curiosity, Randy, and I certainly don't want to diminish your tremendous God-given talents, but I'm very curious. I haven't seen Elizabeth lately.
Yeah, she's on the outside of the ring. Does she interfere in matches? Yeah. Nothing, zero, yeah. Pure athlete, yeah. And I've been, maligned from the top to the bottom. And because they can't handle the Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop, nobody does it better.
All right, a couple of men that he's going to be watching very closely, Ricky Steamboat, and most assuredly, the heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan. I thank you, Macho Man Randy Savage.
All those kinds of things.
They don't write them down for me or nothing?
Well, just answer a simple question. Do you know anything? Is Elizabeth and had a falling out with the Macho Man? Why wasn't he there for that interview?
I don't snoop in other people's business.
I'm not asking you to snoop in other people. Just asked you a civilized question.
No, I don't know.
You being a manager. Elizabeth is a manager.
Well,
Johnny V is a manager.
But I do not hang around with her and the Macho Man.
I thought you didn't want to turn around.
You're right, I don't.
You have to deal with this. It's not easy, folks.
Hey, it's no picnic for me either.
Big six-man tag team match coming up. Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, former world tag team champions, teaming up with the Natural, Butch Reed, against Paul Roma, Mr. Powers, and Mr. Murto. Should be interesting.
Roll it.
Next bout is scheduled for one fall. It is a six-man tag team event. Introducing first the manager, the Doctor of Style, Slick.
Doctor of what? Style.
He represents from the Soviet Union, Nikolai Volkov. From Tehran, Iran, the Iron Sheik. And from Kansas City, the Natural, Butch Reed.
What a team the Slicksters put together.
Well, I'll say.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Doctor of Style requests that you all rise.
Wait just a minute. Let me tell you one thing, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I know you're not here tonight, but I know you're somewhere listening. And let me tell you something. Nikolai Volkov was singing when you came here, and he's gonna sing right now.
Well, I'll tell you, if Duggan was here,
keep quiet.
Keep quiet. If Duggan were here, there'd be no singing, that's for sure. Not the national anthem of Russia.
Weight of 751 pounds. From New York City, Paul Roma. His tag team partner, also from New York, Jim Powers. And from Tampa, Florida, Joe Murto.
Murto, Powers and Roma.
And you people shut up and don't say USA, USA, and you shut your mouth.
Again, if Hacksaw Jim Duggan were here, you would not have heard that Russian national anthem.
I'm tired of hearing what if, what if, what if.
Matter of fact, Outback Jack was asked earlier on this week what he felt about Hacksaw Jim Duggan's lack of presence here and what would happen if he were here. Here's what Outback had to say.
If Duggan was around right now, he'd put a stop to this quick smart, because I know that he's as proud of America as I am of my country, Australia. He'd put a stop to it real quick.
Outback Jack, yes indeed. Proud of his country, just as Duggan is proud of the USA.
And just as Nikolai's proud of Russia. Right?
Fair enough.
All right.
That's it, Chief. You got him now. You got him now, baby.
Voice of the Slickster, you got him now. He does. Slick. Over. Coming right back at Powers. Nice leapfrogging back. Oh, nice maneuver by Powers. Sheik wound up. Tag made now. Paul Roma coming in via the top rope. Down across the arm.
Well, I'll tell you, Powers and Roma are not slouches. These two young guys are put together.
Yes, they are. And coming on is a tag team combination. Was that flat? No. Oh, he almost had it.
He came over with a little bit too much momentum there. But that's mistakes rookies will make.
Nonetheless, Roma Powers will give it their all.
Well, they'll do that. They're in great shape. But I got to give the experience to the Sheik, Volkov, and the natural Butch Reed.
Well, the natural in there now. Elbow striking across the shoulder, pectoral area. And big Nikolai, the big Russian, back in. Right hand by the natural Butch Reed. 300+ pounds of Nikolai Volkov. Capacity crowd.
They're starting to chant again. They're trying to get Powers and Roma back into the match. You know, I think that chanting just incites Nikolai that much more.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, he gets more devastating then.
Clock is made. Murdo comes in. Southpaw. Big man in his own right. Volkov. Kick to the midsection. Good. He laid.
Did you see the agility with Nikolai Volkov right there?
I did indeed. Impressed as well. Double team effort now. Get him out of there, ref. Swing shot to the chest. The natural Butch Reed with Big Joe Murdo. Scoops him out. What's he going to do with him?
Look at the strength. Look at the power of the natural.
The natural Butch Reed with the gorilla press.
Whoa. It could be over.
It is indeed. Butch Reed, Volkov, and Sheik victorious.
Here are your winners, the team of the natural Butch Reed, Nikolai Volkov, and the Iron Sheik.
The Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. There's something else. Let's take you now to the... Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Well, look at Reed. Reed shows some awesome power here. She takes Big Joe.
I'm sorry, let's go back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What's going
I
on?
will not sing the Russian national anthem. However, my manager will.
What's this?
All you people stand on your feet and show me the respect that I so rightfully deserve here. So yo,
I can't believe that.
Hey, I'll tell you something. I don't think Prince or James Brown could have did that any better. That was the Russian anthem with soul.
I think a hanging is in order. A lynching. You're laughing.
Jealous.
Jealous.
He's gonna
Actually,
have
if
his
they
own
hung
program.
him for being a good singer to hang an innocent person.
He may have his own show on our Kremlin train.
Please. I guarantee you, if
He
Jim
did the best he could.
and Hacksaw Jim Duggan been around, neither one of those goofs would have
Now that's another guy.
vocalized anything.
They let this man walk around carrying a weapon. He's got a big old oily 2x4 he carries.
Would you like him to carry a 15-foot chain instead?
No, I'd like him to be carried out.
To be carried out. As you were carried out.
If I walked around with a board, they'd do something to me. If I walked around with a chain, they'd do something to me. If I did half the stuff I'm accused of, I wouldn't even be here.
You're not going to be doing too much lately. You're a little incapacitated right now. How
That's
long are
right.
you going to be wearing this horse collar anyway?
It's not a horse collar.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, he's trying
Sprained
to make light
neck.
of it. Trying to break me up and make me,
Right now, let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund and a hot tag team combination. The
not gonna do it,
Can-Am.
Monsoon.
All right, hi, get everybody. Mean Gene Okerlund reminding you the World Wrestling Federation is on the move. And right now there is a very interesting tag team situation here. As you know, the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart are the current tag team champions. Their manager, the Mouth of the South, made that prediction over a year and a half ago, and it all came to pass not that long ago. Gentlemen, come on in. I've got to consider this one of the top contending tag teams in all of professional wrestling today. Rick Martel and Tom Zink from Canada and the United States. They are known as the Can-Am Connection. And Ricky Martel, right now you and your partner are hot on the heels of the Hart Foundation.
Yes, we are. You know, we've been training very hard, and we're working out right now on some new techniques, because every time we step into that ring, you know, we always try to go there with different moves, things that people and our opponents have never seen, so we can catch them by surprise and win right there. Because you see, you know, at this point, Gene, a loss would be a disaster for us because, you know, we're getting close to a title shot and we're waiting for it. And when we do get it, we'll be ready for him.
All right, Tom Zink, I don't think it's any secret to you and a lot of others here in the World Wrestling Federation that the Hart Foundation has established themselves as really playing hard-nosed ball.
They really have. I've heard him saying many times in an interview, no more Mr. Nice Guy for 87. And believe me, when it comes to playing hard ball, we can play hard ball too. But the opportunity hasn't arisen. But I think it's about time enough that we've been here in the World Wrestling Federation, and I think we've proven ourselves, and from the fan letters that we've gotten, they've been asking us, when are we going to get a title shot? Well, we don't know, but believe me, Hart Foundation, when we finally do get that opportunity, and believe me, we're gonna, because we're gonna keep fighting our way, wrestling our way, until we get that shot with you, and we're gonna be ready, right, partner?
Yes, sir. All right, get ready. They are the exciting Cam-Man Connection. There's something else. Tom Zink and Rick Martel.
Well, we're back, folks, and it's time for our feature this week here on Prime Time Wrestling. The Rougeau brothers, Jacques and Ramon, taking on the Magnificent Morocco and Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. I hope the Magnificent one is a little bit better inside the squared circle than he is in front of the, shall we say, comedy microphone.
Oh, I thought he was great with the comedy thing he did with Fuji. But you're going to see him with Orton here right now, show those two losers, the Rougeaus, what wrestling's all about.
Rougeau brothers, great following. Let's find out if they can get by Morocco and Orton. Let's go to ringside.
The following bout is a tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in the corner to my right, the manager, Mr. Fuji. He represents at a total combined weight of 538 pounds from Kansas City, the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. And his tag team partner from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, the Magnificent Morocco. The opponents, at a combined weight of 480 pounds from Montreal, Canada, Jacques and Raymond, the Rougeau brothers.
The Rougeaus. Well, I'm going to tell you what, Jesse, you're going to see a match here. You're going to see these two Canadians. Tremendous speed. They really work well together. They're brothers. They've been together all their lives. They really gel together. Against a very strong Morocco and a very cagey Horton. This should be a very exciting bout.
It should be a great match, Bruno. And I'll tell you what, I don't think personally the Rougeaus have ever faced two opponents with the caliber of Orton and Morocco.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think they faced a lot of great teams that are around today, and I think that we're going to see a real legitimate contest here because there are these people all of equal ability.
Oh yeah, but you know, the word I heard on the Rougeaus is they spent 5 years up there hiding in French Canada.
Ah, come on,
avoiding
Jesse.
opponents.
Ah, that's nonsense. These two guys have been, they're world travelers. They've been everywhere.
They may travel the world if they get the superplex. They may take a world trip on that.
Well, we'll see if they're able to give the superplex. Well, you know, strength-wise, I'll go along with you one thing. They should try to match Morocco in the power department.
Well, that's what makes Morocco and Orton a great combination because you got Orton, the technician, and you got the strength of Morocco. That's two opposites. Those work well together in tag team.
That's true, but the Rougeaus are much, much quicker. So they have that speed. I'm going to knock Morocco down on a short tackle like that. I'm surprised a little bit, I'll admit, that Rougeau to even try such a tactic. You don't do that with Morocco.
I don't think he had much choice. Morocco fired him into the ropes. I think he came off the ropes not knowing what was happening.
Well, true, but he could have hooked that top rope. I think he wanted to tackle him.
Well, he found out quick. It takes a lot to move Big Don Morocco.
That's true.
But it doesn't hold true the other way, does it?
No, but how do you like that little nip up here? Look at this. Now, how's that for agility and quickness?
Well, that's what they got to rely on.
Oh, look at this. We have a pin right here. Whoa, close. goes. Do you think that shocked Morocco a little bit?
Oh, it definitely did. He caught Morocco off guard. Morocco was showboating a little bit, but he'll get his head back into the match here.
Well, perhaps the word is maybe underestimating a little. You don't do that with the Rougeau.
Tell me, did you ever underestimate an opponent, Bruno, in your career?
I'll tell you the truth, I don't think so, because I took everybody very seriously when I went in that ring. It's when you underestimate people that you can get upset.
Morocco muscling his way, telling the referee, I threw him off with one arm, referee.
Yeah, with a little hair pulling at the same time.
Morocco with that bandaged left thigh, apparently a hamstring injury.
Well, it doesn't seem to be hindering him in any way in that ring. Now, this again, I don't understand Rougeau getting a wrist lock like this on a guy like Morocco.
Look at Morocco throws him off again with one arm.
And a little hair pulling at the same time.
Are you watching the same match as me?
Yes, I think I am.
Wake up! Wake up!
You know what it is? You ain't got your bifocals on, Bruno. You better find them, those half glasses you wear.
Well, perhaps maybe you ought to get some glasses if you're not seeing him pull his hair. He is using one arm, but the other arm is yanking his hair. And that's what he's doing.
Now there's a flagrant hair pull right there.
That's right.
There's flagrant hair pulling right there.
Now, did you see what Orton just did? That was brilliant. He went and he hit the hands of Rougeau, only what yanking Morocco's hair even more. Morocco's angry right now.
Well, they did the smart move, though. Morocco got out of the ring and let the cooler Orton in there. You can't get frustrated in a match. You got to keep your head.
Well, you got to, but Morocco right now is angry. Orton says there, well, I was going to say hesitating a little bit, but he suckered Rougeau right in there and caught him with a nice knee right in the midsection. Oh, that was close, a 2 count. Nice arm grab. See, now again, Jesse, here you see the speed of the Rougeaus.
Well, that's what they got to use. I'm not denying that fact, Bruno. They better use speed.
They like that to drive a sunset flip from outside the ring.
But they're going to have to soften Orton up a little bit more before they try for a pinning combination.
Well, that's true. Orton is too fresh to get caught in a pin with a sunset flip like that.
Beautiful move right there. Hooked the arm, ducked underneath, and flipped him over with a short backdrop.
And hung on to his hold. He still got the arm.
Definite. That's good scientific wrestling. But scientific wrestling doesn't always win matches.
Not when you're in there against Morocco and Orton, you're correct.
I can't believe you're agreeing with me so much tonight, Bruno.
Well,
I must be rubbing off on you a little bit.
Oh, I don't think so. I, too, call it the way I said. Ooh, hard slam. You like that. Now, Jacques Rougeau came right back with a two beautiful hip toss on Big Morocco, and arms on ground.
Well, right now, the Rougeaus have got the advantage. I'll give you that. They're outsmarting Orton and Morocco, and they're using good teamwork. Orton and Morocco are going to have to get him in the corner and rough him up.
Rough him up, huh? In other words, if you can't beat him fair and square, rough him up. Use the rough tactics.
That's right. You know, there's an old Jesse the Body saying, it's not how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose. That's something all the little kids at home can go to school with.
Well, I don't know. I'd rather let the little kids at home know the right way. Oh, did you see that? Now, that was Fuji from outside, hooking that rope on the foot of Rougeau. Now, what do you think of that? Tell me you approve of that.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't say it, huh? Okay. Oh, boy. And here we go. The referee's being occupied. Look at this one. The referee's being occupied. Look what Orton's doing to Rougeau.
That's because you've got an illegal Rougeau in the ring.
Illegal Rougeau. You had an illegal Orton in the ring.
There's a legal tag, Morocco to Orton, right there.
Right, now it's a tag, but now look at this. They're both in
They
there.
have the count of 5 to break the hold, correct?
Oh. Chest-to-chest suplex. Well, we did say it was going to be a great bout, and it certainly is a great bout.
Well, we're getting past the feeling out stages now. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Both teams are getting a little bit tired, and it's going to be the team that with the smarts and the ability.
Oh, what a shot by Morocco in the neck of Rougeau.
And look at Morocco, referees on the other side of the ring.
Yeah, look at Fuji with that cane.
Clever, isn't he?
Clever, look at this.
Look at that, the referee occupied on the other side of the ring. and Mr. Fuji doing the dirty work.
Yeah, that's right. The dirty work is right. Look at this. Look at this. All three of them. Well, I'll tell you. Ooh, that'll jar the neck. 275 pounds snapping your neck like that. Wow.
Which Rougeau is that in there? Is that Jacques or Raymond?
That's Raymond in there right now.
I can never tell them apart.
That's Raymond, and he just got Morocco with a beautiful shot, but then Orton interfered and got him off Morocco. Now look at this. Look at this. The rope, Fuji just hit him with the cane. Come on, what is this?
And look at the dumb Jacques Rougeau in the ring, occupying the referee.
What do you mean dumb? Look at this. They got a rope around his neck. Fuji's outside. What do you mean dumb? He's trying to get him to drop his brother. Well, I'll tell you,
that's why I disagree with brother tag teams. It causes the two teammates to get too mentally involved. You know, when one brother gets injured, they lose their cool.
Oh, we didn't lose their cool. It was merely coming in there trying to rescue him. They had 3 men on him. But with all that, they still can't keep him down, can they? These Rougeaus are tough.
They're tough, but they're not winning. If there was a point system right now, Bruno, who would you say is ahead?
I don't know. Right now, Rougeau's getting the worst of it, but they took the battle of the other two earlier. I'd say it's pretty even. Raymond Rougeau has been taking a pretty good shellacking right there. Illegally, of course, in that corner, but nevertheless, he has been taking a shellacking. And we see Fuji interfering again. Uh-oh.
Orton going for a big power slam, but I don't know if he's got Rougeau hooked enough. Whoa, clotheslined him on the top rope.
Boy, that's worse than a power slam. That's right across his throat on that top rope.
Bit of a mistake there by Bob Orton, definitely.
Honky, arrogant. He thought he really had Rougeau hurt, but there's Rougeau. He showed him what he's made out of. He kicked out. Oh, how'd you like that? What a kick. He got Hart right in the upper chest and really knocked him down. What a shot. Fantastic. Oh, look at this now. Look at this. Look at Morocco backing off, Jesse. Look at his backing off. Look at
he's buying time. That's what he's trying to do.
Jacques Rougeau came in like a ball of fire, and he's really working on both of them. Here's Orton and Morocco, both of them at the same time. Yes, sir, boy, I'll tell you. Look at Rougeau go. Oh, what an elbow. That's it. This is going to be it. There's 1, 2, 3. Come on.
No.
Oh, come on. There was a little hesitation on the referee's count.
No. Good gutsy kick out on the part of Cowboy Bob.
Oh, what a kick. I think Orton was expecting the elbow, and he got caught with the kick right in the midsection.
But you notice there's the magnificent Morocco right there to save his partner.
Yes, indeed, he was there to save him.
Now, what do you call this double team?
Well, I call that double teaming, just like you've been suggesting with Morocco and Horton.
Uh-oh, we got all 4 of them in there now.
This thing's getting out of hand down. I'll tell you, there's a lot of bad blood in there right now.
Referee's going to have to get some type of control while Morocco's cleaning up. He took it outside.
Yeah, but now Jacques Rougeau's there all by himself right now. Raymond's out on the floor. Uh-oh, look at it. Now why the ref? Aha, there's the referee. I think he just disqualified him. And it's about time. Look at this. Completely ignoring the referee and just staying in there on top of Rougeau. Oh, here's a... Raymond just blocked for Jacques. Look at those Rougeaus go. And there's Morocco and Orton running out of the ring, Jesse.
They're not running out. The match is over, Bruno. Has not the bell rang?
They were getting the worst of it and they took off.
You just answer the question. Has the bell rang?
Yes, the bell is
rung.
Then
the match is over.
And guess who won?
The winner of this bout by a disqualification, the Rougeau brothers.
Rougeau brothers continuing their winning ways on a disqualification, but anytime you can get a win over Morocco and Orton, it really doesn't matter how you get it. Especially with a guy like the devious one, Mr. Fuji.
That's what I've always been preaching. Anytime you can get a victory, take it. But no, you're always for the Lone Ranger and Tonto and the...
What now? What do you got against the Lone? How long do you have to wear this horse collar you got on now? What happens if you take it off? Do you sleep with it on?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I have pain not only going from my neck, but it goes into my back.
It does. How
Yes, it
far
does.
down?
Right to the gorilla monsoon bone, where I usually get the biggest pain.
Coccyx
Would you-
bone.
Whatever.
You're in a lot of pain, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, you deserve to be in a lot of pain.
No, I don't deserve to be in any
You create a lot of
pain.
pain for everybody. Well, that wraps it up for another week here on Prime Time Wrestling. Next week, tremendous lineup in store. Our feature match will be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on the Natural Butch Reed. Kenny Patera didn't waste any time in accepting your challenge. In fact, we're going to have next week Mr. Patera against Mr. Hernandez. Should be interesting.
What?
The challenge was accepted by Kenny Patera that you issued, and he and Hercules will be here next week on Prime Time.
That's great. That is just great. I was on the phone with my physician. He told me not to get upset.
Back. Is he back?
Well, Miss Betty I was talking to her, and she had talked to his
What did Miss
office.
Betty get for Mother's Day? I forgot to ask you. Yesterday was Mother's Day. What
did she get for Mother's Day? Oh, I can't even begin to tell you.
Oh. Personal items. Huh?
Personal items. Very personal.
She's all over the closet thing. She's out of that now.
What about the closet? She has a very big closet. Oh, she has very nice clothes.
That's what you told me. I'm only repeating what you told me. I don't know her personally.
That's right. You won't.
Well, I hope not.
You'd love to be able to have the personal number of Miss Betty, wouldn't you?
No, don't do me any favors, will you, please?
Well, she was talking to my physician's office, and they told me not to get upset.
Oh, okay. Bobby the Brain Heenan promising not to get upset. Next week, we'll see whether he gets upset or not. Till then, so long, everybody.